Now, before I show you how you can customize the ribbon, what are the defaults? You've got the Task tab, Resource, Project, View, and Format. You can add additional tabs with your own commands to that tab or groups within that tab, or you can actually use the tabs here and remove the groups that you don't want and add your own custom groups. In any case, to customize the ribbon, all you have to do is go ahead and right-click anywhere on the ribbon. You can right-click there, right-click there, right-click there, and go down to Customize the Ribbon, or close out, you can click on the File tab, go down to Options to customize the ribbon. It brings up the same window. And then over to the far right, you got the main tabs as we just went over. You got the Task, Resource, Project, View. In any case, you've got one tab that's not turned on by default or not available. You can go ahead and check it, the developer, and it will pull up. But before I go ahead and click OK, let me go over the other options you have here. Now with what you got here, if you don't want to see the View group on the Task tab, you can see right here, there's the View group on the Task tab. You can select it and click Remove. Additionally, if you don't want to see the Task tab at all, you can go ahead and uncheck it and click OK. The Task tab's gone. The Developer tab we had checked, that shows up. Of course, I can't tell you or show you that the View group on the Task tab is also gone because the Task tab has disappeared. So to go ahead and bring it back up, right-click anywhere on the ribbon, go down to Customize the Ribbon, and then go ahead and check it, and then click OK. Brings the Task tab back up, but without the View group. Okay, so you can go ahead and customize that by removing groups, unchecking tabs if you don't want to see them. Let me go ahead and right-click and go back to Customize the Ribbon. And then when it comes to commands within the groups here, the default groups like the Clipboard group, you see how they're faded? You can't select those and remove them. Those are always there. Although you can remove the groups, you can't remove the commands in those default groups. Now if you want to go ahead and add a group, a custom group to the Task tab, then select it, come down here and click on New Group. Adds it down at the bottom here. And I don't like the generic name New Group, so I'm going to come down here with it selected and click on Rename and call it my Spiffy G. That's pretty hip, the Spiffy group. And then you can go ahead and choose a symbol. That means that if you choose to add this group to the Quick Access toolbar, it'll be represented by the symbol that you choose here. If you don't choose a symbol, it'll use a generic, the default green orb. So let me go ahead and show you both ways. Let's go ahead and choose the symbol here, the $sign for the Spiffy G, and click OK. So I've got the group here. Now I need to add commands to that group. As you recall, let me click and drag this out of the way. You've got the group here and you've got commands within the group. So I've got the group here. Let's come over here and add commands to the group by selecting one, clicking Add, and selecting Add, and I'm just adding them here. But you get the idea. You can go ahead and choose whatever commands you want to add to it. And then while we're here, so we know how to add groups here to a default tab if we create a new tab. And let me select the tab here because I want to rename the tab and call it Tab 1 and click OK. And then we've got the first group. Again, I don't want it the generic new group. Let's go ahead and rename it. Call G1. That just sounds so cool. I'm not going to go ahead and choose a symbol here so I can show you when I add that group, when I don't choose a symbol to the Quick Access toolbar, how it's just going to have a green orb representing that group. And click OK. But let me select that and go ahead and, of course, add some commands here to the group here. And let's do one more group. Let's go ahead and do another group here. Rename it, call it G2. And click OK, and then add a few more commands here, just willy-nilly. Okay. So we made some changes here. We've added my custom group, and then we added a new tab. So let's see what it looks like here, and click OK. Cool. On the Task tab, over to the far right, there's my custom group, the Spiffy G, with the commands here that I can go ahead and, wow, font size. The commands do work. That's pretty sweet. Then I've got my custom tab here with G1 and G2. Man, I am sounding so hip right now. So like I said, if you want to go ahead and add these groups to the Quick Access toolbar, as you recall in the previous training video on how to customize the Quick Access toolbar, all you have to do is go ahead and right-click in a blank area within the group and say Add It. And like I said, if you don't choose a symbol, when you add a new group, then it's going to be represented by this default green orb. And I can right-click on this group, add it. Well, that was the first symbol, then it decided it can't match that, so it chose another symbol here. So you can click on that to open up that group. And this one's not going to work to open up this group because I'm not working in accordance with this command to be able to actually use it. So let's go back to the Task tab, come over here to the Spiffy G and right-click on it and add it to the Quick Access toolbar. And there's the symbol that I chose to represent that group when I add it to the Quick Access toolbar. So I can click on that, opens it up. Sweet. Then I can go ahead and choose whatever command I want there. Let me click off in a blank area. Now, if I made a mistake and I'm like, oh fudge, what was it on here that I removed? Was it the view group? Yeah, I think it was that. And I want to bring it back now, or I made some major error and I removed commands and it's just a mess. What you can do is go ahead and right click on the ribbon, go back down to customize the ribbon, and down below with the reset you get two options. You can reset only the selected tab, in which case anything that you removed that's a default or main tab will be added back into it, and anything that you added or customized, added commands to it, will be removed. So it resets it back to its default for the main tabs. So if it was across the board, let me click on the drop down arrow and reset all the customizations. Again, it says, hey, it's going to delete all ribbon and quick access toolbar customizations. Whether I removed them or added them, it sets them back to their defaults. Say yes, click OK, and we're back with the view group. I no longer have tab 1 or my custom group over here, which brings up a good point. Finally, when you go ahead and right click and you go down to customize the ribbon, if you want to use them later on, but you don't want them to appear on the ribbon here, the tabs, then go ahead and uncheck them as you see here. And of course that was checked, but since we reset it, it unchecked it. So to bring it back up, developer, check it again, click OK, and there's the developer tab. And then if you need a little bit more room when it comes to the ribbon here, there's a couple things you can do. You can go ahead and hold down the control key and hit F1, and it minimizes the ribbon. So you can just see the tabs, click on it, choose your command. When you choose the command, click on it, it disappears again. Control F1 brings it back up, or you can come over here to that little caret, that little angle pointing up, click on it, it minimizes it, click on it, it expands it, and again when you hover over it, as you just saw, you get the shortcut Control F1, or you can go ahead and double click on the tabs to collapse, double click to expand. So that's if you're really stretching it. You got like a 56-inch monitor and you want just a little bit more room. Thanks for watching. Hey, as a quick reminder, if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. You can also click on me and subscribe to my channel to get notified of the latest videos. And for great specials on my products, please see the description below this video.